Good morning, it's John Longcroft-Neal here. It's Thursday, the 11th of January 2024, and I'm going to Seeswood Pool, which is here, and Astley Castle. Aha! It says, keep out, private fishing, members only, and a damn great big lock on it. Well, people have gone down, but obviously people have officially can go and fish. What's a bit of a blow, because I've walked around there many a time, and it's never been restricted like that. So, I'll have to come along this path, which is right next to the water and the fast road, and make the best of it from here. But this is all part of the Arbury estate, which is over this side, and this is Seeswood itself on the left, I understand. But the Arbury estate is quite interesting.
Well, everybody enjoys a good map, so here we are, and this is the entrance to Arbury Hall and Arbury Park. This is from the inside, Round Towers it's called, and the house is absolutely terrific. Look at this. You can get there at bank holidays for a small fee, which is fantastic. I've been a number of times. This is Seeswood Pool, where I am at the moment, and if we carry on down Astley Lane, this is Astley, where Astley Castle is. There, you've got your bearings now. The only creatures doing any fishing today are the likes of this swan and a couple of coots. There we are, you see their white bills on the front of the face. So, first things first, let's get the drone up in the air and have a look around. Well, I've had to take off from the path at the side of the road, which is fine. Flew out, and then this is looking back towards the road where I am at the moment. And just for a bit of excitement, I thought I'd try sort of a gambusters approach between these trees.
Well, I'll have to leave there and head off towards Astley Castle, which was sort of part of the estate here at some point. It's got a long history, so any history buffs, it'll be of interest to you. Right, moving on to Astley Castle, and I can't drive with a hat on because it makes you go slow. Yeah, the traffic here is quite tricky. In fact, there was, tragically, a terrible accident along here quite a few years back now, and there's a memorial. Very fast road, very dodgy, and there's nowhere to park. There's no facilities here. There's just some spaces up there where the fishermen can often park, and around the edge, but nothing else, which is in many ways it's fine because it's unspoiled.
Now I'm making my way along Astley Lane past the first sign for Astley Village. And as we turn the corner and go down here, the castle is on the right and a big pond in front of it. And on the left, you can see what is another entrance to the Arbury estate, which is marked by this sort of gatehouse on the left, look. This junction in Astley Village is quite dangerous, and there's extra markings put down here and restrictions, look. I don't suppose that's a problem they had in the 13th century, when this little village was at its height. Turning right here.
I think I'm okay to leave my car there, but see this big circular disc thing? Any ideas? It's for a wheelwright, when they made carts, wheels, and forged them to put them onto carts, you know, the big metal outsides. So that's it serves some function for that. Not quite sure what it is, but they're pretty permanent things. You can see them all over the place. But look at this little cottage over here, isn't it lovely? That's nice. I say nice. I've said this before, they are only small cottages, but they're they're very quaint anyway. So this is rather attractive as well. Well, it certainly is Ivy Cottage, look at it. More of an indication of the work that took place here, Blacksmith's Cottage. Well, before we get to the castle, I have to say there's a couple of notice boards here at the back of the Astley reading room. I could have parked here, look, quite easily. It's like a community centre thing. Anyway, it says here that it goes back a long way, this Astley Castle. It wasn't really a castle, but it says here that, this is funny, the castle was crenellated in 1266 by permission from the king. So the crenellations are the bits along the top here, look, those bits, which make it look like a castle. It seems you have to get permission from the king to do it. 1266, so it's a long way back. As a house rather than a castle, sort of a fortified house. But it's been renovated a few times. I came here in the 1970s when it was a sort of a restaurant cafe. Then they had a big fire. It was not destroyed but damaged. Stood empty for a long time and then was renovated and is now some holiday accommodation. And I've been here before, since then.
It was back in 2017 and some friends and I played some music here upstairs. It's really, really nice. Can't quite remember what the occasion was though.
But look at this as well. Wow. I wonder what this was in its day. The derelict building now. There's Astley Church over there. And here is Astley Castle, such as it is. Well, I know there's a little roadway up here which is all covered by trees, which is lovely. I'm going to have a look for that. But this building here, look. Wonderful. Oh, I think the stone is sandstone, but yeah, it's a pity that this is just disintegrating really, although it's being held together at the moment. Let's see what's down here. We're right next to the church, look. Oh, say.
I am very fond of some weathered stone or brick, and here's two beautiful examples. Look at the textures and the colours, fantastic.
Now I do know there used to be a school here, and that was once used as a studio for John Letts, the sculptor, who did those statues in Nuneaton of George Eliot. It's now, as you can hear, a nursery. It just says it's the old school day nursery. I just love all these old brick buildings. Look at them. The floor's made of blue brick, which is sunk. You can see these old bricks. There must have been ages ago. The slightly odd roof line as well. That's another interesting vista. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm quite fond of a long wobbly fence. Love it, particularly if you've got a telephoto lens, which you can get now on the iPhone 15, a 5X as they call it. Silly.
Let me just say this at this point. The sacrifices I go through to make these videos for you, unbelievable. I mean, look at this. I cleaned those shoes this morning.
These good folk are staying in the Astley Castle, which is now some accommodation, as I've said. They've been about 3 or 4 days apparently, and they're just going back to Oxford, and wish them well. I don't know why this ground's so undulating, but there's these ponds and dips, and then this is remarkable. I love this. I don't know anywhere else where I've photographed this tree on this mound a few times because I just really rather like it. Well, you know that I like a nice tree. I'm stood here and there's 3 remarkable ones. This one, which is very grand, and then next to it, this one on the mound, which again is fantastic. And then this one is really showing off. Look at those branches. And this one's about 2 feet off the ground. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, I love a good tree. These trees have been here for decades, maybe hundreds of years. We're now approaching the castle itself. Well, there you go. Astley Castle and the church of St Mary the Virgin as well. Thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed that. I can't wait to get back and see some of the footage from the drone as well. It's a lovely place. See, there are great places around Nuneaton as well as Nuneaton itself. It's wonderful. Okay. You'll see me in the next one. Bye-bye.